welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, Chantel Sierra Shakem, coming in for a daily dose of self-care medicine. We are pulling our tarot and just tapping in to see what Spirit has to say as I am continuing my journey of 365 days going live, shuffling tarot, tapping into my higher self, playing with my little girl, and just getting divine messages. So welcome in, come on in and join me as we tap into this universal energy. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just prepping the cards, getting them ready, getting them primed so that we can allow Spirit to come through and show us what abides, okay? As I am your soul guide, speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. So our first card out is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the time to do the work intentionally. This is what message wording came out, was aligned intention, okay? And this is the next cards that popped out. So we're going to do our work. We're going to line up to this new moon cycle, understanding that this is a new opportunity to tap in, tune in, and turn on intentionally. Knowing that the world is full of opportunities for adventure. You never know what you're going to get next. So you have to plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But that's not what we're doing, because we are turning this world on. We are setting this world on fire. This is my Alicia Keys girl that I always say, this girl is on fire. So this is the Knight of Wands. We have to be on fire intentionally as we begin to take our position as the Emperor shows up here, playing the game and playing to win. Understanding that you are the master creator of your experience. And I like the fact that this little Aries shows up. It is like, take the lead. Aries, come first. And stand up. Get from behind the door. You are the key. Unlock it and begin to explore. This is good. This is good. Welcome in. Welcome in. Please, please, please tap the screen. Heart me if you like. As these cards just had something that turned over right, I thought. Maybe not. Okay. I thought a card had turned over, but it didn't. So we'll keep going. We have 5 cards. We have 2 more to get. Oops. The first one out is the Wounded Warrior. Greetings. Welcome, Era. How are you tonight? Followed by the Judgment. And then these also came out. So we're going to look at those. The Knight of Swords. The Page of Wands. The Hanged Man. And the Queen of Pentacles. This is an absolutely beautiful reading, y'all, as it is telling us that we need to rise up. I'm doing well. Considering yesterday was a challenging day, I thank you for asking. I am just continuing business as usual, intentionally, you know. This is how we have to show up in life. And the message for today is all about aligned intention. As we know, we can go with the flow wherever it goes. But if you are intentional about where you're going and you begin to truly do your work, you will begin to see everything going as planned. Opportunities for adventure knocking at your door. And you holding it in your hand, being made manifest in this now reality. As you begin to play this life like no man can play it but you. Getting out from behind the closed doors and seeing it through. Knowing that your wounds, your pains, your traumas, your tribulations all allow you to stand at the gate and shine light. Rising up into this new way of life. Fully aligned, fully intentional, fully prepared for what comes next. Knowing that you are guided You are the light. You are protected. There's nothing that can stop you except for you. So you got to begin to do the work. Throw it up, throw it up, throw it up. Let it all fall up or whatever. Let it all blow up, let it all, throw it up and see what sticks, Do the work that you see, that you want, that you desire. And begin to look at things from a different point of view. Understanding that it all is you. You are the abundance. You are the Queen of Pentacles. This is where we're going to start, and we are going to go into the book for these cards and just tap into what this medicine has for us, okay? Because there is a message here that definitely wanted to show up. So we'll start with the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. This is Queen energy only. And it says, I enjoy my deeply connected life, and I lead it with an outpouring of warmth, abundance, and love. Being intentional. Warmth, abundance, and love. This is all we need to be focused on. How are we showing up in that energy of love? How are we looking for love to show up for us? Abundance to show up for us? How are we looking for our lives to be soft and easy and flow? You got to look at it from a different perspective. This is the Hangman energy. That is a major arcana card. And Hangman energy is the pause, right? It's the time to really begin to get clear about what you desire. Getting clear about it allows it to shine brighter. It allows you to rise up out of the mud of it. It allows you to begin to see this new way of life coming forth. But you have to release without force, okay? And this is the Hangman energy. It says, I lean into my inner world of limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine call of the universe. How are you really following your feel good? How are you really following your dreams, your passions, your goals? Or are you being lackadaisical? Or are you being like kind of laid back in it? Or it is now time to be intentional and just throw whatever up. Throw it up. Throw it out there. Lean into it. Say it's mine. I get it. I have it. And see what sticks. Because this is a mind game that we're playing. And we got to play, we got to know where the tricks are. Okay? We got to know that you can do whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. You can be whoever you like. I'm reminded of that movie, Catch Me If You Can. He was everything he wanted to be. Maybe not did it the right way or with the right intention, but it was for his survival, and he was able to master it. So much so that the FBI wanted him to come work for them. So this says, Page of Wands. As the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this fire. And what did I say early? This girl is on fire. Wherever your passion burns, go for it. Knowing that you are protected, you are guided, you are directed. It is in you, the hope of glory. It is in you, the greater works. It is in you, all that you could ask, seek, or imagine. But you have to work with it. You can't stay on the sidelines. This message is for me too. You can't stand on the sidelines. You got to get in the game. And it says, passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. Passionate and heart-fueled, we build this empire of light together. I'm bringing that in. That's a whole story right there in those 4 cards. It's like, yes, are you really ready for all that you could dream or ask for? You got to do it. You got to be that wounded warrior. You can't allow the hurts and pains of the past to keep you stuck there. You can't allow the hurts and pains of the past to be your norm. You have to move beyond it. We have to move into something more. And this is a lot of Wands energy right now coming out. This is the Nine of Wands, which, this is new creation energy as we are coming out of that new moon energy, or still in the new moon energy. It says, I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. Intentional alignment. Intentional alignment means staying the course no matter what shows up. Opening all the doors. As this said, throw it up, throw it up. She opened the door and she was like, whatever. I want it all. Everything that's mine. I want it all back. Okay? And that is Five of Pentacles. Y'all know the number 5. But Pentacles is all about the tangible manifestation of everything that we're working for. It is here now. We just have to hold the vibration long enough to see it through. So this says, doors that activate magical opportunities are always opening for me. Doors that activate magical opportunities are always opening for me. Am I willing to play the game? Oh, I skipped one. I'll come back to it. Are you willing to play the game? All right? Yeah. So Judgment. This is where it wanted to show up. I didn't see it. So Judgment. What do you got to judge? Or what does judgment show up in these magical opportunities? It may mean judging something that no longer serves. It is also a major arcana card, and it is number 20. Major arcana card number 20. Right before the last card means the world, where you get it all. So it says, hello, Essence. I invite you to show up every day. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. And that came right before this one. Your own perceived limitations. Move beyond it. Seeing the doors of magical opportunities opening. Walk through them. Coming into this place of the Emperor. Another major arcana card. I'm not surprised, being that this is full moon energy, okay? It says, I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Some people around here may be pretty much thinking that it's just for me and my house. But ultimately, your house supports all houses. And we just hope that intentionality is shown up there in a space of generosity as well. As I've been challenged and back and forth with myself about what Spirit says. When it's time to give, you give. When it's time to say no, you say no. But in it all, you have to allow your passion to flow. And whatever it looks like, you got to let it go. You got to let it flow. You got to let it grow you and not become stagnant in the process, not become stale or mute in the process. You have to begin to play your drum. Play your drum. It says, in pursuit of the imagined, I manifest this fire with the infectious feelings of inspiration. How are you being inspired? How are you taking inspired action toward your goals, your wishes, your dreams, your true I am, and what this universe has in store that hasn't yet been made seen? But you've seen it. But now it's time to do the work. This is the Two of Wands energy. I tell y'all, we have almost every Wands out here today. We have Wands and Pentacles. We are in a creative energy vortex right now. Creative manifestation vortex right now. It ain't even no swords on the table. There's no cups on the table. So it's not speaking it. It's not feeling it. It's being it. It's doing it. It's having it now. Woo! Come on, y'all. Speak on. Speak life. Speak life. Speak life. See your manifestation, your intentional inspiration come true as the Two of Wands shows up and tells us what to do. You know, how do you do that? How do we really do it? It says the world is filled with opportunities for adventure, and I welcome them into my life with planned action. I welcome everything that I desire into my life with planned action. This is where we begin to do the work. This is a perfect time to begin to work towards your dreams, your visions, your goals. This is where the Eight of Pentacles says, this is where all the gold is found when you do the work. This is where all the manifestation begins to show up when you do the work. It says, with loving determination, I persevere and become the person I long to be. With loving determination, I persevere and I become the person I long to be. We give thanks for this reading. We give thanks for this energy. We give thanks for the confirmation that says, you know, when you show up for you, the universe will support you and bring it through. But you have to truly do that soul work. You truly have to see your limitations as illusions. Everything that you've been through is only here to help you, not to hurt you. For I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future. Then you will call on me and you will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. But it takes being patient. It takes staying the course. It takes not getting distracted and moving back into the recourse, repeating things that you know no longer serve. If you really want what you truly desire, you have to truly stand up unapologetically and move toward your desire. And it says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Everything happens in divine order. And that's where the plan comes in. You have to plan and work the plan. And then you will see everything else in your hand. So we got 3 cards all upside down. But happiness awaits you. Happiness is the key that unlocks the door of love. Follow the feel good and see what sticks. Follow the feel good and see what sticks. Because that truly is where happiness is. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Look at it again. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And as I look at this picture, first I saw like a tsunami just going in the midst of the storm. Can you still play as the dolphins show up? In the midst of the storm, can you see that flower that blossoms out of the mud like the lotus? This is that happiness work. It's not always easy, but if you are aligned to being intentional, to following the feel goods, the storm does in fact become a flower. Next card out is service. This is how we do it. Being generous, being compassionate, giving to others that which you have in abundance. You don't give from your lack. You don't give from your limitation. You give from your place of abundance. And hopefully that abundance is of love. When you show up in a space of love for yourself first and allow that to overflow to others in a place that is not judgmental, but it allows them the opportunity to rise as well to that vibration, to that frequency. This is where service shows up. We are all in service to one another. And our light is the inspiration that encourages others to be able to do their work as well. And again, it says, I feel good when I can help others. So if you're doing things for others and it's grudgingly, if you're doing other things for others out of obligation, that don't feel good. That is not in alignment. You don't have to do that. Follow the thing that makes you feel good. I know for me personally, this is a transparent moment. I was of the nature that I wanted everybody else to be okay. I wanted everybody else to have what they needed. I wanted everybody else to feel good. And I went above and beyond to create that space with generosity, but till my cup was empty because I wasn't giving it to myself. This work now is about me giving to myself, about me going in and seeing what my little girl needs, about seeing life and looking at it from a different perspective, knowing that it's me first, then you. Me giving to myself allows me to have something to give to you. And this is where the service feels good. We don't have to dance to the beat of anyone's drum outside of our own. And it's going to bring forth and attract those who want to beat their drum next to you. And before you know it, what did this say? We build this empire of light together. When I move, you move, just like that. And the last card is we have to not fear anything. No fear, no lack. When I move, you move, just like that. No fear, no lack, no worry, no doubt. You got to let it all go and know that everything is working out because I'm doing my work, because I have planned intention, because I'm being patient, because I'm being guided and directed, and because I hold the Queen of Pentacles. I hold the pentacle. I hold the key. If only I just stand up and look at me, or zoom out and see me and say, hey girl, get up. No more fear, no more lack. We're rising up. And fear says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Fear, I realize I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Where there is love, there is not fear. We're going to bring that again. Where there is love, there is no fear. Love overcomes all things. And that is the energy that we have to bring to every situation, every circumstance, intentionally aligning so that we can receive and create and gain more opportunities that make us happy. All right? Or that support our happiness, because happiness is a choice. You get to choose. You get to choose. Are you going to stay on the right path or are you not? Secrets of the Ancestors one just popped out. Father of fire. Passion ignited. Again, this girl is on fire. This is where you burn up the fear. Okay? You look at that contrast. Passion ignited. Father of fire. Number 26. My birthday date. Okay. Come through, Father of fire. Let's see what he has to say. Because this energy just pepped me up just a little bit. It was like, yeah, understand. Ignite your fire. And don't let anyone else's desire steal yours or steal from your passion. No more. No more people pleasing. No more making sure everybody else is all right while you're suffering. This is where we're lighting our fire. It says, I am going for it. I am going for it. And I'm going to read this all just because it got my attention. All right. It says, if you have a yes or no question, Papa Fire steps forward and says yes. The time is now for the big, passionate vision. All things are possible. You are possible. Keep the enthusiasm up. Your quality as a natural-born leader are required. Get it done. As usual, you are trying to wear all the hats, but that will only stagnate your growth. You need support in your current endeavors. You can't do it all alone. That's why I said just be you and watch who comes. Watch who shows up. And more will get done in that space. So this ancestral medicine says, this is the juicy divine yang energy creation, y'all. It is safe to take charge with motivated action. Aligned intention, y'all. You can't make this up. It is safe to take charge with motivated action. Try emotional freedom techniques, tapping to help you relax into your natural leadership. If it's in shadow, if you're struggling in this area, this is your message. Don't be a rebel without a cause. Beware of the extremes. Ego can lead you astray. Arrogance is a repellent and a turnoff. Arrogance can keep away love, opportunities, money, and joy. Arrogance is a repellent and a turnoff. Arrogance can turn away love, opportunities, money, and joy. Making hasty decisions will block your blessings. When you become pushy or dominating, we move from divine masculine to patriarchal energy. We're not going to do that. We're going to allow. We're going to flow. We're going to just allow. And we're going to flow. And then we are going to go for it. We're going to throw it up and see what sticks. We're going to know that this is the direction that we are meant to go in because we've sat down, we've made a plan, we've taken that leadership role. We know that we're protected. We are no longer going to stay stuck and stagnant in those pity parties. We're going to get up and we're going to do the work of the wounded healer. We're going to allow our soul to guide us to our next dimension. And that's going to bring all about what we're looking for. As I shuffled the deck and it just ploop, all of what we're looking for, which is the life purpose. To shine our light in the world. That is our life purpose. And this is what I'm actively working on. I am going to read from the book, The Life Purpose, and then we're going to get a Moonology card. And then we're just going to chat it up for a little bit. Because, yeah, this is a good reading. It says, I am in divine alignment and living my life purpose. I am in divine alignment and living my life purpose. The moment you can see that you have no fear, the moment that you can see your visions in detail, the moment you begin to put action behind what you see in your imagination, in a space of service, in a place of doing what you love, you will find yourself in this Queen of Pentacles energy, finding that space of happiness, moving out of the place of fear, and really serving yourself while you're here. Everything is in divine alignment. And we just have to be patient and stay the course and understand the assignment. All right? We're going to bring that in. They said, and understand the assignment. So I think I did get an ancestor card. Oh, yes, I did. 26. So we read that. So now we're going to read the Moonology card. Since we are in this new moon energy, and this is a beautiful space of creativity, that it's the perfect time to begin something new. It's a perfect time to let go of the things that no longer serve you. It's a perfect time to not be allowing fear to control you in that patriarchal energy. It's a perfect time to begin to play in the frequency of all that you desire. And what does it say? New moon in Leo. Confidence is, confidence is your key to success. Oh, so this is why she's settling for less. We have to find that confidence. She knows she got the key. She knows the work she's supposed to do, but she doesn't have the confidence. We're sending confidence to you today. We are saying ground into the confidence. And look at this. No, you see that lion? The lion comes up twice. I say this, the Lion of Judah. Understand, you have been sent for such a time as this. You are guided and directed, and you just need to pull in your confidence. Okay? We're going to pull in some confidence, because that is sometimes what keeps us stuck. We don't even see we don't see how great we are. We don't see how what we offer is necessary and needed. We have been so caught up in looking for other people and supporting their stories and their needs that you haven't even found the need that you have for yourself. Take confidence in who you are. Take confidence in the work that you're doing and how it will support you as you offer it as a service, because that is where our life purpose comes through. This is new moon in Leo. Oh, give thanks. New moon in Leo is page number 50. Go figure. Okay. New moon in Leo. They be having jokes, y'all. I'm picking up what they putting down though. So this one says, new moon in Leo. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. That's how it starts. What we was talking about. Okay, that's how it starts. It says, when you're going to look and feel most gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. Y'all see how I'm struggling here, because yeah, the confidence. We going for it though. It says, if you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your work. Meaning, being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen. Y'all, can we make this up? Can we make this up? The king or queen of the jungle, and carry yourself accordingly. We going on. This card is also a great omen if you are asking about a creative project you're working on. What did they say? Start doing your work. Do what you are passionately inspired to do. It says, alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for you. So this says, make time to have fun. Happiness showed up again, okay? Take time to have fun. At first, it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Share your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You deserve it. You've turned someone else's head. It says, the teaching. Leo is the sign of the big and brave hearted lion of the pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo and thereafter around the time you pull this card is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Take pride in who you are. Know your worth. Know that you are limitless. Know that anything you put your hand to will produce the abundance that seeks you and you seek. This is a time of really cleaning out the clutter, letting go of the things that no longer serve, moving intentionally aligned to what it is you want. You may not know all of the steps, but as this card is saying, confidence is key. Just don't settle for less. Oh. Confidence is key. Just don't settle for less. This is an important work, y'all. This is a work of becoming. This is a work of embodying. This is a work of really taking your spot as the king or the queen of your experience. Leading with intention. Leading with passion and determination. Not giving up. Not shrinking back, but staying the course, as a matter of fact. So I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim. I come on here live every day, different times of the day, depending, mostly in the evening, to just tap into universal energy. I am a holistic self-care coach and soul guide. I work with women to really find what's on the inside so that we can really clean out the clutter and rise in our power, in our truth, in our radiance, knowing that we are worthy of so much more than what we have. And as we rise up and take our position of loving on ourselves, we get everything else that we'd like to mention, okay? So until next time, I'm Chantel Sierta Shakim, coming in, speaking out, and fixing crowns in the process. You are the vision. You are the message. You are the power. You are the dream come true. Whatever happens next is up to you. Until next time. Peace. Good night.